Let's get right into it today. You guys know what time it is? Damn right, it's story time. Get relaxed, get ready, get caffeinated. Here we go, episode 49. Success starts with having a king's ego. What's a king's ego? First off, I'm just going to ask one question. Forget the king's ego part, but is it okay to have an ego? Is it important? Is it vital to have an ego for success? Of course it is, man. Is it okay? Yeah, it's fine. Having an ego isn't, me personally, I encourage you guys to have an ego. It's good. It's healthy. As long as an ego that's in check, without having any kind of ego, if you have no ego and you feel like you don't deserve or you don't feel like you want to work for anything, it's not going to drive you and it's not going to push you. Having an ego and then looking at something in your life and feeling, I want that. I see it over there. I like that. I want that. I feel like I can earn that. I deserve that. I'm not a big fan of deserving things, but I think it's beneficial of having that mentality of getting angry and frustrated. It's like, I want that for my life. I want that. And then just figuring out what the necessary steps are to get there, to want that. Also, having an ego prevents you from getting knocked down as well. If you're someone that's very successful, very established, all the work that you've put in, it's all paid off, and you've gotten the results you wanted, you built the finance you wanted, you got the relationships you wanted, you got the nice dream home that you ever wanted, all the hard work you paid off, and you know you have all that now, and you know what you're capable of doing. You know whatever skill that you have, that you are very efficient at it, you're very good at it, you know how to handle yourself in business or whatever profession you're in. Damn right you should have an ego for it. Damn right you should. That's okay. Because there's always going to be people that are going to try to knock you down. There's always going to be people who try to bruise your ego, try to challenge your ego. But if you stay firm and maintain that king's ego, no matter what people throw at you, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, but if you maintain that frame and just be unapologetically confident. Because if you know what you're doing in your life is the right thing to do, right thing for you, your friends, and your family, and there's people trying to tear you down because for whatever reason, they're offended by what you do, are offended by what you say, they're offended by your energy, they're offended by your ego. Even though you're not really doing anything to disparage them, you're just living your life. You're trying to build your life for yourself, and you do what you do, and you say what you want to say without the fear of any kind of repercussion from anyone. Who cares? Maintaining that king's ego is gonna push you forward. No great person in human history has ever achieved any kind of great success without having a giant ego. Look, as great as he was, I'm sure Martin Luther King had a huge ego. I'm sure Julius Caesar had a huge ego. Julius Caesar would not have been able to accomplish the things that he accomplished without a giant ego. And that's okay. That's fine. That's what pushes you forward. The times in my life where I've been the least successful and the least productive were the times where I felt the most down on myself. Times where I felt like, oh, I didn't deserve it. I didn't earn it. So my lack of ego, my lack of motivation, my lack of thinking highly of myself prevented me from moving forward, from doing anything remotely productive. I'd sit in my little box, go to work, earn my little paycheck that would, pay my bills and get me through the month, and that was it. Comfortable living in my little box. Because I felt like I didn't deserve more. I didn't want more. I couldn't strive for more. Because I didn't, when I was a younger man, I didn't think I was deserving of all that. I didn't think highly of myself. Now, I think very highly of myself. And if you think highly of yourself, maybe to an irrational point, who cares? Who gives a damn? If you're not hurting anybody, if you're not intentionally insulting anybody or disrespecting people, having an ego, who cares? If it's pushing you forward, building a life that you want for you and your family and for your friends around you, who gives a damn at having an ego? Because having that ego is going to push you forward, no matter what. And like I said, there's always people that are going to try to tear you down and bring you down, and going to be insulted by something you say, and you're not intentionally doing anything to insult them, but they're still getting insulted by something you say. That's their problem. Who cares? You're comfortable and you're confident in yourself, and you know what you want to accomplish in your life, and you step on a few toes in the process, maybe rub people the wrong way, but still getting what you want to get done. That's part of life, Life's not fair sometimes. You got to learn to play the game. It's any kind of success in business, being a kind, humble, respectful, down-to-earth person. You think that kind of mentality is going to get you ahead in business? No. In business, you got to be a selfish asshole in business to move forward. You got to be comfortable bruising people's sensibilities and egos, and be okay with stepping on their toes and just keep on moving forward if you want any kind of amount of success. It's a world of sharks, and you got to be comfortable being a great white. If you're not, then okay, you can just sit in your little pond with all your little minnows and live comfortably in your little box. But if you think of yourself as a king and maintain that king's ego, and the results in your life speak for itself, the results in your life complement that ego, then who cares? You do what you got to do to move forward. Not disrespecting, intentionally disrespecting people, intentionally hurting anybody, but offending people is a way of life. I've offended people and I've stepped on toes. You want to be successful, you got to do the exact same thing and be okay and be comfortable with that. There's always a fine balance between it. And I will go into this on a future video when it comes to attraction tips for men. But guys, women like men who have a bit of an ego. It's attractive. Women would prefer a man with a little bit of an irrational ego than a guy with no ego. Think on that. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can subscribe. Watch past videos, book reviews, fitness, attraction tips for men, child development, everything. And I will see you all in another life. And be okay today having an ego. Walk with your chest out, with your head held high, and be unapologetically confident. And I will see you all in another life. Have a great day.